Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got game 2 against the Braves coming right to you. We'll have to pause in the middle of this to pick up my younger daughter, but we figure I could at least get started. Though, from your end, maybe I don't even really need to say anything because it'll only be a second for you guys. Squirrels taking the field, regular lineup into the game. Stitch is going to be on the mound. I know we won yesterday's game, but I can't really remember how it went down. Definitely to the part of the season where everything's starting to run together. Yunel Escobar is going to start things off, and he immediately puts it out into right field, but Zach's able to get there in time. One pitch, one out. Here's Ruben Gauthier. First pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. That is ground foul. Curveball gets a swing and a miss. 2 away, and here comes Brian McCann. First pitch catches the outside corner. Also, apparently at least stayed at the knees. Oh, fastball right down the middle. McCann just let it go. Good to see that's not just our hitters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 start to the game for Atlanta. The Squirrels will start off with Kester as per the usual. Not the always, but the usual. And Braves, doesn't look like they've made any changes to their lineup. Lunar on the mound. Don't feel like we've seen him. I feel like I would have remembered that name. First pitch, a slider in there for a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here is Marvin, who will bat right-handed. First pitch is a slider for a strike. Fastball just a bit outside. Line drive, that'll get out into center field. Actually, it's going to get past Salazar. Marvin's going to go on to second base for a 1-out double. Definitely would have guessed a single off the bat, but had a little more juice on it than what I think Salazar expected. And that cost the Braves an extra base. So here's Chief with a runner in scoring position. Had a bit of a rough go at it last time. His average down to 396. It's got a 1-1 count right now. Right back up the middle again. Will it score a run? No. Probably hit too sharply, actually. Got to Salazar too quickly. Is a base hit. Runners on the corners for Terry with only 1 out. Really only have to get the ball to the outfield as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Cutter a bit too low. Ground to the left side, Escobar in the hole, and he apparently didn't feel he had to play anywhere, just ends up eating it. It'll go down as an infield hit and an RBI as the Squirrels take a 1-0 lead. 2 runners still aboard with Frank at the plate. Just the 1 out. Frank with the line drive out into right center. Chief turning for home, and he will make it there safely. 2-0 Squirrels, still 2 on, and still just the 1 out. So here is Tom at the plate. As he looks at a curveball that misses. Another curveball that bounces in. 2-0. That cutter outside. There's a called strike. Makes it 3-1. Oh, Tom swings and misses. We got a full count, but just 1 out, so runners do stay put. Ground ball up the middle. That will get through for another hit. Terry's going to stop at third. So the bases are now loaded for Zach. Still just one away. First pitch is a slider that's called a strike. Oh, swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Will this stay fair? Yes, it will. It's going to roll down into the corner in right field. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and Tom will stop at third. Joey at the plate. It's now 4-0. Still just 1 out, 8 batters into the inning. Or the half inning, really. Joey has a 1-1 count. Both runners in scoring position. Joey fouls that pitch away. This will get down into right field. 1 run is in. Zach stops at third. 5-0 Squirrels with runners on the corners, and the Squirrels have now officially batted around. Still just 1 out with Stitch at the plate. He looks at strike 1. That cutter is too far inside. And that slider is outside. 2-1. That pitch misses down and out. It's 3-1. And he will take a walk. All 9 Squirrels come to the plate, and Kester struck out as the only out of the inning. And they're going to go ahead and take Lunar out of the game. He doesn't even get out of the first inning. Records 1 out. That's not going to be great for the old ERA. Sakaris, who has been effective, is going to take over. We'll see for how long. I feel like they've been leaning on him heavily. So far, Kester's been the only Squirrels out of this ball game. As he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Out into right field. Francoeur should be there. Runner tags but does not try. It wasn't super deep. So bases now loaded with 2 outs. Marvin's going to flip around left-handed. So he will look at strike 1. That fastball runs outside. Line drive, that'll get out into center field, and that's going to look to drive in 2 runs. Marvin going for another double, and he makes it there. Goodness gracious, 7-0, and we're still not even done with the first inning. That will bring Chief to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Kester, oh no, not being both of those outs. And that ground ball gets through the middle, and that's going to drive in 2 more. 9-0 Squirrels. And here is Terry with a runner on first. First pitch is inside. And knuckleball is in there for a strike. The check over on first. Chief did run as part of a hit and run last time up, so not a bad idea, although Chief running would be a bad idea, especially the score being what it is. Terry with the 2-2 count. 2 outs, runner on first. Called strike 3. That finally ends the inning, but it's 9-0. The Squirrels registered 9 hits in that inning, also drew a walk in there. So, boy, this one is not shaping up to be super interesting. Jeff Francoeur is coming to the plate for the Braves. He will foul tip the first pitch. The pitch is down and away. So Stitch probably feeling like he's starting all over with that long break for the big bottom of the first. Scott Francoeur with the 2-2 count. Francoeur is going to come up with a base hit into center field. So that'll bring Kelly Johnson to the plate. He will look at a strike on a high fastball. This looks like a double play. Oh, Stitch actually probably cost a double play by knocking that one down. So it turns out working like a sacrifice bunt. Won't go to the scorebook that way. Scott Hairston swings and misses at the first pitch. The Braves with the runner in scoring position. Pop back up to Stitch. And that will be the second out of the inning. Runner still on second. Nomar Garcia-Parra at the plate. Oh, I don't think that pitch did what Stitch wanted it to. That one was probably closer, but still a ball. Changeup's in there for a strike. Curveball popped up. Chief is going way back there, but I think he's going to do it, and he sure does. 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning, where Frank will lead things off for Indianapolis. Try to get one more inning, or half inning in. Oh, we're getting the Braves already going to their defensive lineup. Seems a little, I don't know. In a 9-0 ball game, I'm not sure I would have bothered. Frank starting off with an 0-2 count. He will pop this one up. Gote is waiting for it in the shallow outfield, and he makes the catch. One away. Here is Tom. So pretty much everybody got hits, and so many of them were RBIs. I couldn't even start to try to keep track of that. Hits this one back to Sakaris, and that will be the second out of the inning. So here is Zach, who Sakaris has a chance for a 1-2-3 sheet here in the second. Now that he got to start with a fresh inning. I'm not sure how many of those runs were his and how many of those were Lunar's, but Sakaris, I'm sure, looking much better on the stat sheet than Lunar did. Couldn't look a whole lot worse. Oh, Zach chases one in the dirt. That will end the second inning. 9-0 Squirrels as we go into the third inning. Salazar is going to start things off for the Braves. As soon as it switches here, I'll pause. And for you, it won't be any time at all, but I will be back in just a moment. All right, I am back. I'm sure that was no time at all for you. Just kind of reset it for myself. It took about 15 minutes. We got Jeff Salazar at the plate. It's a 9-0 game here in the top of the third inning, and Salazar is down 0-2. He'll ground out to second base for the first out of the inning. And they're going to go ahead and pinch hit for Sakaris. I don't know how much, so we've seen him a lot lately, so I don't know how much gas he really had in the tank. Dustin Pedroia is going to come in to pinch hit. Yeah, and I will say, I've always been very transparent with these games. I just show you what happens. I don't, play them over and over to get a result or anything. I wish there was more drama. I wish we didn't win as many games as we did. I didn't realize I was making a super team when I made these guys. But even if they weren't a super team, these kind of games do just happen sometimes in baseball. Pedroia comes through with a base hit, brings Escobar to the plate. So you start the second go-around for the Braves. Okay, hold on just a moment. Sorry, older daughter came in to ask a question. Blooper towards second. Kester makes that play. So here's Ruben Gote. Struck out in his first at-bat. Grounds this one back to Stitch. They will get the out at first, and that will be that for the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Joey will lead things off. Sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden now. Joey will start things off in the bottom half of the inning.
Your attention, please.
Blackburn's going to come on to pitch for Atlanta. Pedroia was just burned for a pinch hitter. Would have been a perfect time double switch, but still 9-0. Joey looks at strike one. Grounds this one towards the middle. Escobar will pick it up and get it to first. One away. Stitch drew a walk in his first at-bat. I believe the only walk of the game. Grounds this one off to third. Wood will take care of that. Two pretty quick outs. Kester 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and popped out. Well, maybe call it fly out because I think it was over to shallow right, if I remember correctly. It's got a 1-1 count right now. Pops this one up. McCann waiting for it. A lot of foul ground here. McCann makes the most of it. That stayed up there a long time. We go to the fourth inning. 9-0 Squirrels. Brian McCann is going to lead things off for the Braves.
Number 16, Brian McCann.
Curveball is in there for strike one. Curveball misses just outside, I do believe. And that fastball a bit high makes it 2-1. That fastball down in the dirt makes it 3-1. McCann, a line drive out into center field. Marvin does a pretty good job of cutting it off, but it is a leadoff single. So here's Jeff Francoeur, who got a base hit his first time up. I think that might have only been the second Braves hit of this game. Francoeur down 0-2. That slider goes a bit too far outside. Changeup is ground to first. This could be a double play. Joey back to first, not in time. Close, but brings Wood to the plate for his first at-bat of the game. As he swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Little blooper gets over Joey's head and into the outfield. Braves with 2 runners on and just 1 out. Here's Scott Hairston to try to get the Braves on the board. Sliders called a strike. Changeup is not. 1-1. Ground ball to third. Chief will throw to second. Kester on to first. Not in time. That'll leave runners on the corners for Nomar Garciaparra, though there are 2 outs now. So he fouls the first pitch off. That slider bounces in. Swing and a miss on, frankly, not a very good slider, but it worked. And looks at a fastball on the outside corner. The Braves show a little more fight in that inning, but still do not score. Still 9-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the 4th, where Marvin will lead things off. Marvin flips back around right-handed. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. So far, handedness has not mattered today. Imagine they'll probably retire him at some point. He's got a 2-1 count right now. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Popped up, Garciaparra goes back, and he makes the catch just in foul ground in shallow right field. So there, Marvin is retired for the first time today. Chief is also 2 for 2 today. He's got his average back up to 398, trying to get it back up into 400 territory. He's got an 0-2 count right now. He will look at strike 3. 2 down, here is Terry. He's 1 for 2. Hits a diving play by Escobar. That one tried to get out in the outfield, but that's a web gem there. Still 9-0 Squirrels as we go into the 5th inning. Jeff Salazar is at the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. First pitch is too low. Here's a called strike. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. This is going to get out to right field for a base hit. Leadoff single, that will bring another pinch hitter to the plate. Graves at least being aggressive there. Miguel Montero is going to come into pinch hit.
Number 26, Miguel Montero.
That changeup misses, low, I guess. That changeup's called a strike. Hit right to second base. Kester makes the grab. 1 on with 1 out. Yunel Escobar to the plate. He has been credited with 2 lineouts as he looks at strike 1. That fastball drifts high. Ground ball to first. Throw to second. Can we get a double play here? Still no. Several chances the last couple innings, but can't come up with the out at first. So 1 on with 2 outs. Ruben Gauthier will take a ball low. Here's a called strike. Another called strike makes it 1-2. Ground ball just foul down the first base line. Line drive out into right, but Zach should have it, and he does. 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth, where Frank will lead things off.
Your attention, please. Now coming up to pitch for the Braves, number 48, Chris Risa.
Chris Recep is going to come in to pitch now. Here's Frank, 1 for 2 on the day. Sure, the Braves are fighting. They're trying to get back in this game, and you know, the Squirrels have not done a lot since that first inning. Certainly haven't scored any more runs. But they just can't break through with the key hit to start scoring runs. Frank with a 2-1 count. He will look at a strike to make it 2-2. Called, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Tom. It's also 1 for 2. Hits a line drive out into right field. That's the 10th Squirrels hit of the day. A 1-out double. Here's Zach with the runner in scoring position. Not that the Squirrels have shown they need any more runs. Fly ball out into center field. Salazar makes the catch. Tom goes back to second. So here is Joey with the runner on second and 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Oops, swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Called, strike 3. That'll end the 5th inning, still 9-0. Brian McCann will start things off for the Braves in the 6th.
Number 16, Brian
McCann, 1 for 2 on the day. Into center field, but right to Marvin. 1 away.
Number 7, Jeff Francoeur.
Francoeur is 1 for 2 today. As he swings over to the high fastball. I don't even know how he managed to do that. Hits this one through the right side of the infield for his second hit of the day. 1 on, 1 out, and here is Wood, who got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball to first. Throw will go to second. They will get that out. No return throw. So runner on first with 2 outs for Scott Hairston. He is 0 for 2 today. He'll look at strike 1. Grounds this one through the left side. I actually thought Chief was going to get that one, but it is through for a base hit. 2 on with 2 outs, and here is Nomar Garcia-Parra. Spending much more of this game at first than he did at third. Nomar down 0-2. Grounds this one foul. Curveball popped up to second base. Kester waits for it, and that will end the top of the 6th inning. Go ahead and pinch hit for Stitch. He's given us no runs on 7 hits through 6. Whenever it's no runs, and you did pretty well. I do believe Stitch is the only one of our players not to get a hit so far. Maybe I should have gone Miyake. Kind of regret this already, but I guess we're hoping for 1 or 2 hits this inning. So Sweeney will step in. Recip will continue on for his second inning. He's got Sweeney down 0-2. Up the middle, that will get through for a base hit. So here is Kester. Oh, he hasn't gotten a hit today. So Stitch not the only one, though his day is done, so we know he will not get one. Kester's still got a shot here. Struck out and then put the ball in the air twice. He's down 1-2 at the moment. This will be Scooped up by Nomar, and they get the out at second. That is the only out. So here is Marvin, 2 for 3, fouled out in his last at-bat over to first. Really shallow right, just Nomar was the one to go back and get it. He is batting left-handed again. I think he just has flip-flopped every single at-bat this game. Popped up right at the plate. McCann makes the grab. So here comes Chief. He is 2 for 3, struck out in his last at-bat. Oops, ahead of that fastball. This one is too low, maybe a touch inside as well. That fastball catches the outside corner. Grounds this one to third. Wood will go to first with it, and that will end the inning. So I guess I do make the correct substitution, all said and done. Salazar is due to lead off for the Braves. I imagine they'll pinch hit again after that. We will go get Johnston. That was Stitch, so yeah. Put him into Chief's spot. There we go. Sorry, just total brain fart there for just a second.
Number 27, Johnston.
Plan would be to throw Johnston for 2 innings and then finish up with Zapp at this point. Salazar 1 for 2 so far. So he grounds this one right by first. Terry picks it up while he stands on the bag. The Braves do indeed pinch hit. I don't remember his first name.
Number 52,
Charleston Jimerson at the plate. Looks at strike one. Hits this one over towards first. Terry makes the grab. 2 away. Here's Escobar. He is 0 for 3 today. He will look at strike one. Out into left field. That'll get down for his first hit of the day. So here's Ruben Gauthier. He is also 0 for 3. He looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. That one just a bit outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. It's 9-0 as it has been since the start of the game. Terry is due to lead off after the break. Billy Wagner is going to come on to pitch, and Fields is going to come in to catch. I don't know if I completely understand why McCann's coming out of the game, other than it's a blowout and the Braves just don't want to put any more mileage on his knees. But Terry's going to start off with an 0-2 count after he fouls that pitch back. And up the middle, I didn't want to say it too quickly, but historically, we have hit Wagner well. I don't think that many teams do, although this year he's got a over 5.5 ERA, so maybe he's about at the end of his career at this point, especially seeing him come in a 9-0 game in the 7th. Frank pops out right in front of home plate. 1 on with 1 out. Thomas 2 for 3 on the day. Got a double in his last at-bat. Hits this one right back up the middle. That will be a base hit. 2 on with only 1 out. Zach at the plate. First pitch is outside. That one catches the outside corner. Line drive, but pulled foul. 1-2. Chase that one. Second time he's chased in this game on a not very good pitch. 2 away, 2 on. Joey at the plate, looks at a strike. Swings over a slider to make it 0-2. This is going to get out into center field. Will it score a run? It looks like it will. Throw goes home, but it's well late. 10-0. Here is Sweeney for his second at-bat with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike. He's ahead of that slider. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the 7th. The Squirrels finally tack on another. That's their first run since the first inning. Just, they scored 9 in that first inning. Yeah, they did just straight take McCann out of the game. No fancy double switching. So here's Fields for his first at-bat. Johnston will throw another inning. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Second pitch is swung over the top of 0-2. Nub towards third, but just out of Sweeney's reach. Still 0-2. It was foul, for those of you that are just listening. Called strike 3 on a slurve. I kind of agree with Fields. I'm not sure that was a strike either, but that's what the umpire called. So Jeff Francoeur will look at strike 1. Fouls this off his foot. Looks like he's okay. We really don't want to get anybody injured in this kind of game. Francoeur strikes out swinging. Wood is 1 for 2. I'm also thinking, apparently a switch hitter. I think he was batting left-handed earlier. Unless I'm just misremembering, but I don't think so. He strikes out swinging, and that will end the top of the 8th. 10-0 Squirrels, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, where the top of the order is due up. First pitch to Kester is called a strike. Looked a bit low, but I think the umpire might be trying to get this game over with, and I don't blame him. It's a 1-2 count after that foul ball. And that's going to be a base hit out into right field. 1 on for Marvin, who is now 2 for 4. He's fouled out in each of his last 2 at-bats. He's back again right-handed. I think he's flip-flopped every single at-bat. He's got a 1-1 count right now. Oh, this looks like a double play. And it is. Mark that one down, 4-6-3 in your scorebooks. And we will pinch hit. Johnston's given his 2 innings in a blowout. Maybe I should have gone Martinez and then moved Tom out to first and let Martinez catch last inning. Didn't think about it till it was already done. Well, Quinton will look at strike 1. He's also batting right-handed. Shoots this right to Garcia Parra, and that will end the inning. So, doesn't matter. Terry's not the one coming out of the game, so this probably works out better. We're in the 9th inning. 6, 7, 8 coming up for the Braves. We will go get Zapp, who's actually fully rested. We will have Quinton play right, have Zach move over to center.
Your attention, please. Now coming up next for Indianapolis, number 23, Zach.
Hairston 1 for 3 so far today as he swings and misses at a changeup. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here's Nomar. He's 0 for 3 today. Swings over the top of a changeup. A lot of change-ups out of Zapp today. That one's a fastball. Nomar whiffs again. 0-2. Called, strike 3. Braves down to their last out, which I'm sure is feeling merciful to everyone involved right now. Salazar 1 for 3. Pops this one up. Zapp will take it himself. And that will be your ball game. Bit of an ugly one today. Atlanta Braves 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 10. I don't know how many highlights they're really going to need to show, but let's find out. Alright, they didn't belabor the point too much in that first inning. Alright, Terry's going to be your player of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We'll finish up with the Braves tomorrow and hopefully a much better game. We'll see you then.